And we'll begin in 10, 9, blah, 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 blah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We are off. Pieces are the same, so that's a good start. Curi's going to start with a single Hydrant, trying to go perfect. There's a bar for the first Tetris. Curi got one first, but pretty close. Hydrant has to fill out that middle, will fill it with the J, and now set up again. Great pieces to fill out that right side a bit more, and some more to fill the left. Meanwhile, Curi also getting really high. It's a very droughty start, 24-piece drought, just like off rip. And Curi has a bar dependency in the middle and a J tuck. Opts to tuck it, doesn't get the burn. Actually, it wouldn't have burned because of the dependency, but we'll have to burn this down. Beautiful sequence of pieces in order to do so. And it's now clean. Hydrant setting up a T-spin and a few hangs. Gonna have to get that Tetris to bring it down, start digging it out. Certainly should not be an issue. Some beautiful pieces there. It's the Jounce shirt. Good eye there, Zempro. I agree, Ian. It's a good point. 145 here in the early days for Curi. 109 here for Hydrant. Hydrant still working on the stack a bit after he had some unfortunate misdrops, some missed tucks and all that. Should be fine throwing those pieces to the left. It's going to start setting up in column 6. About as middle well as you can get. Is bar dependent. We'll fill the middle one first. And actually that cleans it up. Just in time for a Tetris. Curi's taking a 71,000 point lead in the early days here, but only about 50 lines in, so certainly plenty of time for Hydrant to turn the tides. Nice tuck there for Curi. Sets up the delayed Vits. You love to see it. And RNG will reward that, at least for the first bar. Will another one show? Doing some aggressive tucking. Gets another bar for the Tetris. Just convince King that Hydrant and 1 is smurfing. They let Sidnev in Div 2. There's no smurfing anymore. We got 194 here for Hydrant. 286 for Curi. And a dirty Tetris for Curi to help maintain that efficiency. But misses that L to the left. Gonna have to do some burning. This will give Hydrant a bit of a chance to start catching up, though. Hydrant does have a very dependent middle there. Columns 3, 4. They just didn't convince King fast enough for Sidnev. For real. That's actually true. Hydrant's probably going to have to do some burning to solve that middle. Actually, a J spin would be beautiful there. Didn't get the J in time, though. Hydrant could be setting up for something dirty. Curi just about out of this, meanwhile. It is now clean. 118,000 points, so Hydrant was not able to capitalize on this dig that Curi was in. 367 for Curi, 227, make it 250 for Hydrant. Not the most ideal start you'd want to have here on Hydrant side, but a very, very, very proficient roller, so certainly can turn this around in the post and even post-post. When you're up in these higher up divisions, you can start seeing a lot of points being scored on the 29 speeds. Hydrant setting up 2 T-spins, misses one and then fills the other with a piece that's not a T, but Curi also getting really dangerously high. Unblocks well, time for the dirty Tetris. These dirty Tetrises helping Curi maintain their very efficient lead of 177,000 points. Hydrant set up for a dirty, gonna get it. Goes up to 289. Curi at 454. Do have to note Curi's line count about 10 lines ahead of Hydrant. So this is a very monstrous lead even without that, but it's not as big as it appears, if that is any help to Hydrant's mindset here. But Hydrant is now clean and gets a Tetris, crosses 300,000 points to go to 318. 478, make it 502, and that's a transition for Curi. 502 transition. Gonna actually not burn. I thought they were gonna burn it down, but they opted to stack off row 1, get a left well dirty Tetris. Setting up the tuck with the T. There we go. Hydrant transitions 388. About 112,000 points lower than Curi's transition. So that gives you a better idea of what the true lead is when you take all that into account. And another Tetris for Hydrant to go to 415. 580 currently for Curi. We got Somalian in the house. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Curi's board a little bit dirty. Gonna have to get that hole taken care of. We'll do so with that bar. Transitions to well. Back to the right. Almost didn't, but did adjust that piece. But that right side is climbing fast. This could be interesting for Curi. Doing some very nice tucks and sets up a Tetris in the center and a delayed Vits in the middle with a tuck. What the heck? This is some some fast thinking here for Curi. Misses the T-spin, so we'll call some burning. We'll give Hydrant the chance to catch up in terms of score. Only 120,000 points in the lead now is Curi. Was 170 at one point, so Hydrant is making a bit of a comeback here. And Curi's getting high, gets a bar for the Tetris, goes to 684. Hydrant experiencing a drop, gets a dirty Tetris. Sets up a little hole, should be pretty quick to solve. Curi goes into 25. Hydrant's still in 23. It's about 3 Tetris worth, so this lead is not nearly as big as it looks like anymore. Yeah, Ian, this is what you get when it's not Christmas themed. This is my usual music. Hydrant gets another Tetris to go to 678. 811 now for Curi as they go into level 26. Curi's board getting really high. Columns 7, 8. And Curi's misdropping a lot of pieces. I've seen Curi get out of some crazy things though, so it's not over yet. Misses that bar to the left though. Gonna top out 823. Hydrant, you need 824. Tetris and change. Certainly will do it. There's one Tetris. 16,000 more points. What it takes. Set up for the Tetris. Just needs a bar. Sets up a bar dependency, but gets the bar for the Tetris and will take the first game. 2, 1, Tetris. Like, I can't even count that high, dog. Like, don't make me count that much. Please and thank you. Pieces are the same. Players are placing them in the same spots. Finally, a bit of a difference there with that S piece. Hydrant would love a J to tuck. And there it is. Now a T piece or a Z would be ideal. There's the T for the tuck. L for that part right there. And both players are going to get a simul Tetris. Certainly love seeing those. Curi getting really high in that middle there. Gets the spin. Going to help a bit. Sets up the J tuck. And there's the J. Perfect timing. It's another simul Tetris there. Hydrant perfect for 4. Curi perfect for 3, but with a few burns. So not perfect. So I don't know why I said that, but it's okay. We're chilling out here. Another Tetris there for Curi to go to 115. Still pretty dependent board. There's a lot of dependencies. But love an L piece does Curi. Not getting them. There's so many tuck setups here on the left. Gonna have to start burning it down a bit. Curi looking for a T piece. There it is. Hydrant seems to have misdropped a piece on the left there, creating a too high hole. Certainly should not be too bad to dig out of. A bar here would be great, bar flat, but we'll have to do that instead. Gets another bar to open that up. Split double. Well, Curi's board is in shambles here. Gonna have to do a lot of burning. We'll give Hydrant the chance to take a bit of an early lead. Hydrant has a bit of a spire in the middle, but other than that, pretty clean. Curi's still working on their board. 137 for Curi, 171 for Hydrant. Not sure if Hydrant was going to spin that or not. I'm inclined to think so. But nonetheless, got a 1 burn solve from it. So all in all, it worked out pretty well. Going to set up a Tetris column 8 and does a beautiful burn that will result in a perfect wall transfer with that Tetris. Some great moves there from Hydrant. Curi almost out of this beautiful double there with the J. And so, what was that setup for the Tetris? Wait, that was crazy. Curi up to 192, Hydrant 242. Curi again with a bit of a line lead, about 7 lines ahead due to that prolonged digging that they were in. Hydrant with a little bit of a mess here too, but not anything too major. Should be able to get out of it barring any sort of tragedy occurring here. I knocked on wood. We'll get the triple. Would love a T-piece here. We'll make that work. Curi takes the lead, goes to 261, 256 for Hydrant. Hydrant's just about out of it. Adjust that Z for the square. Worked out very well. Gets another Tetris to take back that lead, which Curi will take back. Never mind, because Hydrant got another Tetris when I wasn't looking. So now Curi will take back that lead. Hydrant does an adjustment with that J for the Vits. Very nice. And takes the lead back once again. Curi takes the lead back once again. This time Curi does have a hole there. Column 1. We'll do a few burns to open it up. Very smart. Only took 2 burns. And Hydrant will get another Tetris. Curi set up and open. Just waiting for that bar. Curi in a bit of a drought. The bar will show 16-piece drought. A few more Tetrises. We'll go up to 381. Hydrant at 372. Really, really close start here. Though again, I do have to note that 10 line differential will be in the favor of Hydrant. Only down 8,000 points, but ahead, or behind rather, now 13 lines. And gets 2 Tetrises to close that line gap, but increase the score lead. Curi's board getting really high again. That well is blocked off. We'll get a nice split double. That single's very nice as well. The bar will... Oh, nope. Curi's going to set up because Curi doing Curi things. Very aggressive player. Sometimes it works out, and sometimes like this, not really. And this is getting really scarily high. Needs to get this down before transition. Beautiful placement of that T, but not out of it yet. Split double and then a single. The well is not open. Setting up. Why? Transition happening in just 5 lines for Curi. Hydrant still got 12. And Curi transitions dirty Tetris. Transition to the low 400 now at 427 after that Tetris. Hydrant 85,000 points ahead with 2 more Tetrises available in 18. Curi in 20 now. Only 434 with a bar dependency. Fills the bar dependency and takes a beautiful triple. Following so many Tetris channels. That's a good thing. It's a great thing. Hydrant transitioned at 560-ish, I had to guess, because he already got another Tetris since I saw. It's at 585 now. In level 19, a level 21 here for Curi, and only at 492. That really aggressive play at the end of 18 did not work out very well for Curi, and now has quite a deficit, and that's not even mentioning the significant line differential. Nonetheless, Hydrant playing a very clean game here. 603, 557 for Curi. Of course, hope you are doing well, Dr. Hack's Nose. And Katsugiri as well. Hope you are doing well. Welcome on in. Curi just keeps getting into these situations that are really scary, but is, of course, a great player and is able to get out of them. And gets rid of all those dependencies. It's now clean. Though it's down 142,000 points. 718 for Hydrant. 575 for Curi, and Curi's board is rising by the minute. Gets another Tetris to provide some much needed relief, and another one to make that stack very, very clean. Curi ahead about 20 something lines. What's that, 23 lines ahead with a 75,000 point deficit. Oh, a bit of a double flip there for Hydrant. Gonna keep that well up and hoping for the bar soon. Bar doesn't show, so gonna have to do some digging. Can afford this, but needs to survive, or else Curi is not that far behind in terms of score. Well's open. There's a bar. Hydrant needed that. Set up for a triple. Blocks the well, though. Curi 770, 819 for Hydrant. Hydrant's clean now. Love that burn with the T. Curi, a bit of a dig here again. Has that one hole there. Column 4. This board's just getting so high. So dependent. Needs some pieces to get out of this. Beautiful spin there. Wow. This is going to be one heck of a dig if Curi can get out of it. Gets the bar for the Tetris. 853. Hydrant 885. Curi goes into kill screen 871. See what they can do. Level 30 gets a Tetris to go to 915. Takes the lead. Hydrant having to do a lot of burning here. Once both players hit kill screen, pace is kind of out the window. Because at that point it's just about survival. Hydrant 900,000 down 60,000 points. Here he gets another Tetris to max out into level 32. Hydrant 940 into kill screen and misdrop some pieces. Sets up some delayed burns, but not getting the best piece for it. Curi gets another Tetris to go to A96. Now ahead 185,000 points with that Tetris. Now B38. Curi at level 34. Hydrant just in 30. Now 31. Zempro, is there a line cap? I actually don't remember. Hydrant gonna top out 968. So Curi at B62 is good. There is a line cap? Okay. I don't know if that was like just Div 1. Curi done B73. Ties up the set. Okay, just for this one. Okay, got it. Thank you, Zempro. Earned Div 1 and certainly earned some money. So let's try and beef up that prize pool a little bit, perhaps. Currently at $350. Thank you to all the contributors. Every dollar is very appreciated. I think the top 4, which I think are the ones who get paid, I think it's Dog, Andy, Gerald, and Blue Scooty. So certainly players who have had a great season. Nonetheless, here players starting off with a simul Tetris, followed by a not so simul Tetris. Hydrant's thing says he has a 50% Tetris rate, and that's not correct. It is perfect for 2. But that, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't use Tetris rate that much, but it's kind of funny. Hydrant pulling back that piece, setting up some tuck setups instead. Nails that spin and is clean again. Waiting for the bar. There it is for the Tetris. Goes to 115. 94,000 here for Curi. Probably the cleanest start we've had yet. This match certainly has the potential for some very high scoring games. We're certainly going to see some. Curi already showing what they can do on the kill screen. Went in with 800,000 or 900,000 and got all the way to B52 or something like that before level 39. Hundreds of thousands of points being scored on the kill screen. Oh, but Curi's board getting high. Is bar dependent. This could be bad. Misdrops that J. Can Curi do something here? Not going to be able to do anything. It tops out 141. Hydrant gets a gift. Topping out at 165, or at 165 is good. Curi topped out 141, so Hydrant will take that win. 2-1 Tetris. Wait, no, this is game. I've made it a mission to never count down from 4 on a game 4 because everyone else does that. But then I just did it, so sucks. Hydrant had an early awkward placement there, but did solve it with just 1 burn. Yes, thank you for hanging out, Julian. Your presence is appreciated. Your presence is a present. That's a good one. I need to write that one down. That was good. Noted. Oh, Hydrant hangs a piece. Gets a bar over, so not over yet. Some nice burns. That bar is going to help so much. Misses the T-spin, but that's not too bad. I think missing a T-spin is... If you have to miss any spin, it's probably a T-spin, because it's pretty easy to get out of usually. And Hydrant is just about out of this now. 17,000. Curi perfect for 5 meanwhile, so already has 114,000. Curi looking to maybe try and maintain this, but the board is getting high, selling out their stack to keep this perfection. We'll get another Tetris, but at what cost? Oh, it looks like 3 burns. So, oh, but it's going to be a bit more now. Due to all those holes. Does get another Tetris, but now has 3 holes in 3 different columns. Going to be a bit of trouble to get out of. Hydrant not in the best of boards either, though, at only 52,000. I believe they've only gotten 1 Tetris so far. And players are experiencing a drought. This seed is terrible. This is not good. That's the best way I can describe it, I think. But Curi's clean, playing off of row 1, so I guess that's clean as you can be doing that. 199 for Curi. Hydrant only at 64. Gets that triple. Almost open now. Adds a bit more weight to that well. Will take 2 more burns to get out of. Now just 1. And is now open. Also playing off of row 1. Curi just took their hands off the controller. Just let it sit on its own. What the? Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Curi doing Curi things. But Curi's clean. We'll get a column 3 Tetris and has a very, very, very major lead of 150,000 points, and that's only 60 lines in, or more like 70, I suppose. We've seen Curi get into some pretty scary predicaments due to their aggressive play, so Hydrant could be banking on that, perhaps. Try and kind of claw away at this. Alternatively, could just start playing very efficiently. 326 currently for Curi. 178 for Hydrant. Hydrant's starting to get those Tetrises, and the score is increasing. But Curi is pretty much matching Hydrant's efficiency, so the lead is staying about the same. Hydrant gets another Tetris, and unlike the last 3 games, Hydrant is the one ahead in lines. At 90, while Curi is just at 86. Curi will tie up the lines, though, with that Tetris, and it is a true lead of 151,000 points. Curi will do a few bursts to transfer the well back to the right. Hydrant gets a Tetris, meanwhile. Goes up to 246. Curi at 377. Hydrant gets another Tetris, has a very large double well set up. Just going to take that double, play it safe. And is set up again for another Tetris. Built out that left a bit. And gets another Tetris. Now really dependent on that left side. And gets a beautiful sequence of pieces to solve that situation. I was waiting to see if there was like a punchline there, but I've never done that, so I can't really understand the comparison, I suppose. Curi sets up a bar dependency, opts to fill it over getting the Tetris. Worked out though, because another bar showed in a timely manner. Hydrant is clawing away at this lead a little bit at a time. Now only 110,000. Painful yet addicting. Oof. For a moment there, Hydrant was ahead, or not ahead, behind by only 86,000. Is again. So is getting this lead chipped down slowly but surely. Certainly we'll have to do it in the post transition though. Curi's board is clean and at least, oh, I was about to say has no sign of dirtying up, but then Curi did misdrop a little bit there. Hydrant transitions 435. Curi looking at a 560 or so, but we'll just burn instead, clean up that board. Transitions 546. And gets a Tetris to go to 572. 459 for Hydrant. Very clean play for both players here. Hydrant goes to 20. Curi as well. Okay, I had to check. I took a drink, so I muted my mic. I had to make sure it was unmuted. It is. It's good. Won't have any of those situations today. Curi, 649, gets another Tetris to go to 676, 563 for Hydrant. The line counts were about the same with that 114,000 point lead or so. Curi is taking some burns here, so could help Hydrant's pace a little bit. Could shrink that pace lead. Curi continuing to burn here with Love a Bar. There it is for the Tetris. Goes to 713. Hydrant, meanwhile, 646. Lead now only 67,000. Earlier it was up to 176. So Hydrant's clawing it back about 100,000. Hydrant having to make some holes in their stack and having to do some burning, but is getting out of this. Just need something for that dependency there in column 2, 3. Will fill it to set up Curi's board a little bit gross at the moment. Does some nice burns. Hydrant hangs a bar on the right side. Needs another one soon to tap it over. But no bar is showing. A drought could be happening. Gets the bar over though. Wow. And another for the triple. That will certainly help a lot. Curi's brought this lead back up to 138,000, but now has a slight lead in terms of lines. Trading with Hydrant pretty much. Hydrant missing that piece to the left. Gets another bar over for a dirty Tetris to go to 736. 872 for Curi and another Tetris across 900,000. This likely will come down to kill screen at this point. Of course, Hydrant very proficient at, as is Curi. Hydrant, the first ever rollover ever. So he has to know how to play kill screen, obviously. And Curi, of course, game number 1 showed off their kill screen play as well. So with this lead, now 185,000 for Curi with equal lines. It's definitely going to have to come down the kill screen here for Hydrant. If Curi can play kill screen like they did in the first game, it's going to be really tough for Hydrant here. So we'll have to see what happens. Curi maxes out A40. The end of 27. Hydrant goes into 28, 861. Curi makes this a 200,000 point lead. Massive. Curi cannot burn anymore. We'll go to kill screen with the next line clear, as will Hydrant. Hydrant transitions with a dirty board at 870. Curi a B19. Hydrant's board is climbing rapidly. Curi tosses out B19 to Hydrant. You need to chase down B20. He's getting these burns. Hydrant could get this down. Oh, but misses that J and overshoots that bar. Needs another bar. I'm not sure there's much left he can do here. Gonna top out 890. Tying up the set is Curi. 2-2. GG. 2-1. Tetris. I feel like it counts down a little slow too. Curi closed their browser, but it is open again, so that's always good. I'm not sure about Curi, but I'm pretty sure we will be. Oh, that bar hang on the top left there for Curi. Would love to bring this board down sooner than later. Gets a bar, that will help. Let's see how Curi solves this, and then I'll go on my spiel that I planned on going on. Yeah, quite the diving board. Ian Keith is right there. Bit of a drought occurring. Curi looking to open up that board. There we go. Had to get that board as high as the diving board and now can start bringing it down. But anyways, now that both players are clean, I'm pretty sure we will be seeing Hydrant Dude here again at the CTWC this weekend. This coming week. I'm not sure about Curi. Would love to see Curi there, because they can certainly put on a show, but I'm not sure of their attendance status. But nonetheless, make sure to check them out there in Portland, Oregon on twitch.tv/Classic Tetris. Anyways, 121 here for Hydrant. Curi getting insanely high. There's a bar for the Tetris. Will provide some much needed relief. But now has some holes there. Columns 7, 8. Curi will not be there. That's unfortunate. There's many people who I wish were going, because they would make great runs, and I think Curi is one of those players. But at least we get to watch them play right now. Curi setting up a J dependency. Needs a J and a bar actually to solve that cleanly. We'll get the J, and there's the bar, but opts to take the Tetris first. There's the bar for the solve. T for the left as well. 236 here for Hydrant. Has a 56,000 point lead over Curi, who's at 180. Hydrant's board a little dirty, so going to want to clean this a bit. Beautiful tuck of the J. Could be setting up dirty there. Column 4. Going to fill out the bar instead of start playing off of row 1. Great solve there for Curi. Beautiful J, and this is a very, very good board. I'm a fan. And a beautiful sequence, that J and the Z, which is a perfect tuck sequence there. And that adjustment that I don't remember the name of, I think it's like OJ or something. It's always a cool adjustment. I've never done it, I don't think. I wish I did, because it's very fun to watch. And a same thing with the S and the T there. Yeah, I heard that too when I said that, Zempro. I was like, huh, that's a musical artist, huh? Very droughty seed. I think this is like the fourth drought I've seen in this seed. And Curi getting insanely high. Gets the J to the left. There's a bar for the Tetris. Hydrant maintaining this 56,000 point lead, and pretty much has for most of the game. So at this point, Curi's just been matching Hydrant's efficiency. Hydrant did miss that tuck. Will require some burns to solve. And miss flip of that J perhaps. Curi going for that Tetris high isn't good. Also Curi. Hope you're doing well, Deucler. Welcome in. That's just Curi doing Curi things, which is always fun to watch. And speaking of things that are fun to watch, players were separated by half a single for a moment there. So all of a sudden really close. Line counts are actually very even as well. And in fact, I think Curi has the very slight pace lead all of a sudden. Hydrant with a bit of a misdrop there. Nothing major or anything, but will require a few burns to solve. Could go efficient and just start getting dirty Tetrises here, but not sure Hydrant is going to do that. I don't think he will. Just not getting the right pieces to kind of solve this cleanly. Is setting up now for a dirty. Blocks the well as soon as the bar shows, which is not what you want to see, unfortunately. Some more misdrops there. I think wanted that Z or S rather to get over one more. So we'll be burning some more, giving Curi the chance to pad their lead, which is now at 117,000. The players very, very close to that transition. Curi in a bit of a awkward situation here. Will probably burn into transition unless they set up some aggressive Curi Tetris. We'll transition 540. Hydrant is clean now. You can get one more Tetris. And we'll transition with 470. So Curi with the the higher transition here, but not by that much. So certainly something Hydrant can make up. But this stack is climbing high for Hydrant. Tucks the T, needs a bar. There it is. Gets it over for the Tetris. 494 now for Hydrant. Board's still high. Beautiful double for the clean. And get some nice tucks, but does not get that bar rotated. So we'll have to get high up. There we go. Beautiful burn of the T and the bar for the Tetris. 549 now for Hydrant. 600. I think that 600 on the dot for Curi. Very, very cool. But now up to 652. Is having that well close and needs to do a bit more burning, but not really a very dangerous situation for Curi all in all. Unless some like stupid misdrop happens, but does open the well. Is high up, it is clean. Gets a bar for the Tetris, goes to 685. 567 for Hydrant. Line counts are pretty even, so this is just a true monster lead for Curi. Hydrant does get a Tetris though to go to 595. 742 for Curi. Curi gonna look to maintain this efficiency and keep this lead going. And another Tetris will see that true. Sets up a J tuck or a S spin. Of course, neither piece shows. There's the J. And gets a square to get Tetris ready. Hydrant setting up, not able to use that bar. Is set up now though. Hangs that J one piece off. So gonna require even more burning. Just not what Hydrant needs, being down nearly 200,000 points now. And a Vits for Curi there. Always love the Vits. But Curi makes a couple misdrops there, and this could be bad. Stack is rising rapidly. Certainly not what you want, especially on the 19 speeds. This Hydrant's chance to kind of try and claw away at this lead, but it's still so massive that it's going to be really hard to just like straight up catch up to it. But honestly hope for a Curi top out here. Curi's going for something dirty. Gonna burn it down. Hydrant 686, 917 for Curi. Now a 230,000 point lead. Curi's still digging. Needs to get this down before kill screen or else they will likely top out. Beautiful triple though. That's going to help a whole lot. And Curi goes into kill screen 945. Opens the well there and gets the Tetris to go to 990. Hydrant now a little bit dirty, nearing the kill screen as well. 7 lines until. Opens the well. It hangs a piece on the left. It's now bar dependent. Gets the bar over and goes in the kill screen 839. Curi maxes out in 30, but this stack is rapidly rising. Not sure they can get much more to the left. I'm gonna top out A04 or A004. Hydrant, you need like a little more than 1 million points. You need A005 or A05, but gonna top out 857. And Curi takes a lead going to 3-1. Normally this would be a done game, but this is best of 7. Does allow for a little more leeway in misdropping early. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I thought that would work out a lot differently. I thought something was going to go wrong, but that's okay, because it didn't go wrong. We're killing it out here. We're having a great time. Hello, Cold Bucket. Party of 4. Peek will fix it in post. Thank you, Peek. We love you. Cole, how did your mock qual go? I saw you were doing another one. I didn't even finish your first one. I don't know if you did 2 today but I hope it went well. I hope you exceeded your expectations. Okay, I'm glad that worked out. I was kind of worried that wasn't gonna work. Oh, how was your CTM qual then? My fault. 1.28. That's futures. GG. Oh, Hydrant in a bit of a mess here. Cannot afford a top out here. Will give the set to Curi, but does get a Tetris. That will help a lot. Now is playing off of row 1, setting up for it. It's committed. Gets a quick bar for the Tetris. Goes to 79,000. 93,000 for Curi. But yeah, King, if you're still here, the website doesn't have the big old red mark out of the HTTPS, blah, blah, blah. So I think you should be good for Sunday now. I think Trey fixed everything. Unless I'm being goofy and I'm just missing something. But I think it's good now. Got 104 here for Hydrant. 138 for Curi. Hydrant has a little bit of burning to do here. Will... Oh, hangs the T. Oh, no. Gets a bar. That'll help. Gets that one over, thankfully. King just didn't want to thank me, so he thanked you instead. Hydrant is out of that little situation there. Resolved it relatively quickly. Did give Curi the chance to gain a little bit more of a lead. Now it's 74,000. Curi is at 210. Hydrant 159. But Hydrant's also ahead 6 lines, so do have to keep that in mind. Curi will get a bar for the Tetris, goes up to 233. Yeah, Ty and Zemp are really close, so it's an understandable typo. Curi set up 3 rows high, but cleans it out very quickly with that Tetris, and the single is clean. Hydrant continuing to play off of row 1. Hangs a bar, not very high, so should be fine. Unless some monster drought occurs, I hope not. Knock on wood. Zempro, your logic is flawed because it would be Mrs. typed and Mrs. drop, which then ruins your joke. So, sorry about you. Hydrant will get a Tetris. Does have that hole there. Column 7. He will want to resolve that soon. Curi's pretty much maintained the 70,000 or so point lead. And Hydrant, some more misdrops. This could be bad. Needs a bar now, but going to top out 262, which means Curi has taken the set. 4-2. Some unfortunate misdrops there from Hydrant. But congratulations to Curi. You've won. GG. Got fire behind you, probably because that's from... actually, it kind of looks cool. There you go, you got fire. That's from whoever I restreamed last without Max Out Club, but it's a really cool background, and now you're a really cool person with fire behind you. But now you're gone, so that's sad. Is anyone playing some Tetris right now? You can go raid. Oh, Classic Tetris is going. Chris Bidwell's going. Doc Pie's going. What do y'all think? Should we raid the big dog or should we give it to the smaller streams? Oh yeah, I don't expect Hydrant to be in tier 2 for very long. Alright, let's raid Doc Pie. I believe this is their first stream in their new apartment, according to the title. So it should be a fun time. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks for letting me take this match. Very fun. Congrats, Curi. And Hydrant, I wish you the best of luck in your next season. I'm sure you will demolish and you'll be back in tier 1, div 1 in no time. Yeah, see y'all later.